Hi, xin chào tất cả các cô chú anh chị và các bạn hôm nay. Hôm nay chúng ta sẽ đi ở San Antonio Riverwalk ở Texas vào buổi sáng. Và bây giờ chúng ta sẽ cùng đi và xem cảnh đẹp ở San Antonio vào buổi sáng này nha. Trước khi đến đây thì mình sẽ gửi xe ở phía bên kia đường và đi qua rồi đi xuống phía bên dưới dòng sông. Và bây giờ mình đang chờ đèn để đi qua bên kia đường. Thấy cảnh thành phố buổi sáng còn rất là yên tĩnh, chưa có quá đông người vì buổi sáng còn sớm vào cuối tuần. Qua đây thì cô chú anh chị và các bạn đã thấy được dòng sông và thấy bức tường ở phía bên dưới. Và mình đã đi vào tối qua thì những cái cây và bức tường thì có nhiều ánh đèn, nhưng mà bây giờ buổi sáng thì không, chỉ có là ánh nắng mặt trời. Ánh nắng buổi sáng nhìn cũng rất đẹp nha các cô chú anh chị và các bạn. Và bây giờ mình đi vào đây, xong rồi mình sẽ đi tới ở đằng kia để đi xuống phía dưới dòng sông. Buổi sáng cảnh còn rất là yên tĩnh, chỉ lạc đác vài người thôi. Các cô chú anh chị có quan tâm đến video của mình thì nhớ bấm nút đăng ký, subscribe, like và share cho kênh của mình ở bên dưới là link channel Cuộc Sống Mỹ nha. Mình xin cảm ơn tất cả các cô chú anh chị và các bạn rất nhiều. Hãy nhớ ủng hộ cho kênh của mình để mình có động lực để làm nhiều video hơn. Hay là mình đứng ở phía trên, quay xuống dưới dòng sông. Và bây giờ chúng ta sẽ đi xuống dưới đường đi ở của bờ sông hai bên để chúng ta cùng đi để xem nha. Cảnh buổi sáng rất là đẹp, có ánh nắng le lói giữa dòng sông nên nhìn cảnh rất là đẹp. Chúng ta sẽ đi tới phía hướng cầu ở phía trước và bức tường. Buổi sáng rất là vắng vẻ, không giống như buổi tối. Và đây là chúng ta đi tới bức tường. Đây là ở dưới chân tường, thì đứng phía trước chụp hình cảnh. Hai bên tường có những cái cầu bắc qua con sông. Bức tường này ban đêm có ánh đèn điện sáng, thấy đẹp. Và mỗi ban ngày có cái đẹp riêng của ban ngày, và ban đêm có cái đẹp riêng của ban đêm. Mọi người đang xếp hàng để đi xuống thuyền. Chúng mua một vé mỗi người đi xuống thuyền là 16 đồng mỗi người. Và sức chứa của một chiếc thuyền là được từ 36 đến 40 người.
December 3rd, 2023.
Mình biết là không bao giờ mua được.
Tại sao?
Tại vì mẹ muốn ngồi ngay cái mũi đau luôn á. Không, cái mũi đang đau nhò thế này.
Chúng tôi đứng ở bên ngoài để chờ xếp hàng đứng đầu tiên để được ngồi ở trước mũi thuyền để chụp hình.
Chuyện này con gì? Em con để mình đi.
Đẹp quá đi rồi, giống đi. Đẹp quá đi.
Rồi, bây giờ là
Qua bên nọ ở
bây
giữa.
giờ được chiếc thuyền được lên đầu tiên.
Đây tụi mình ngồi bên đây này. Xong rồi ba người ngồi đó đấy.
Ba người ngồi giữa.
Mỗi chiếc thuyền ta có một cái sắc màu vàng, xanh, đỏ.
Đi, cái định cái này đi. Mày biết nhưng mà
Sửa vô trở lại đưa cái thẻ đấy xong.
Và bây giờ chúng ta đi dọc trên bờ sông để thưởng thức cảnh đẹp của hai bên, gồm có nhà hàng ăn uống.
Cày dai hả?
They make me go over a few rules, so I'm going to go over them really quick. Please don't stand at any time. Make sure you
Đây
keep all
là
your body
thuyền
parts
bắt
beside the
đầu
boat.
khởi hành.
Please don't smoke nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Mọi người lắng nghe người hướng dẫn
Please, if
thuyền
you
và
find
cũng là
yourself in
người
the
lái
river,
thuyền
splash around so I know who to throw the life
kể chuyện
jacket
về
to.
thành phố
You
và
could
lịch sử.
save some embarrassment by just standing up and walking out. Without the men, so you can shop in peace. There's a daycare for the men. Right over here on the right is called Hooters. Yes, you're laughing now. Hey fellas, though, it ain't like it used to be.
Baby one.
Nowadays, it's just whoever got the more Hey, they don't even do a calendar anymore. They got the vending machine. Hey, let me save y'all some money while you're here on the river walk. It's all about saving money, right? Don't smoke. They can
Người
get
thấy
you a
dọc
fine. They can
hai bên
drink,
bờ sông
but
và
you
còn
can't
cả
smoke.
nhà
Now,
hàng
street
ăn uống.
level, you can smoke, but you can't drink.
Ở trên đầu
So
những
if
cái
you
cuốn
got
sách đó
habit,
là
you gotta find you a staircase like this
con
on
đường
your
bắt
right,
qua cuốn sách
and
ở
you
phía
go
bên.
up and down, up and down, up and down, and then the drink.
đầu chạy ngược tới ngang quảng
Alright, we're going to get to the main part of
bức
the
tường mà hồi nãy chúng ta đi vào đã thấy lúc đầu.
here on the there's going to be on the right side an 8-foot bronze statue. It's called St. Anthony of Padua. As we round the corner over here. Now, St. Anthony, he lived in the 12th century. He was from Lisbon, Portugal. It's the country that gave us the statue, and it's where we get our name, San Antonio, right over here on the right. Move! They're trying to look at that statue. Right. Right. Now, along these banks lived the Payaya Indians for hundreds of years. They called the waters Yanaguana. Y'all ready for this? Yanaguana means the place of the clear water. What do y'all think? Looking good, San Antonio. Now, did you know around San Antonio there's a big German influence? That's why there's town names like Fredericksburg, New Braunfels, around here, Schulenburg. Those are all like German establishments. Now, what happened way back in 1868? Those townspeople got together and said, hey, we want a place where we can still worship in our own native language of German. So they built this beautiful Gothic-style church coming up over here on the right, called the St. Joseph Catholic Church. Gothic style.
Bữa tối là mình đi hai bên đường, mình quay.
Let me ask y'all something. Have y'all noticed that there's not a lot of safety railing on the Riverwalk? There's a reason for it. They don't want it to look like a Six Flags with mazes and lines and all that stuff. But I bet you guys wanted to know this. Do people fall in the river? All the time. In fact, on average, 3 people a day will fall in from the side. But y'all got to worry about it today because 3 people fell in early this morning. So you're good today. What do you think the top 2 reasons people fall in the river? Yeah, I knew you were going to go there. Drunk. The wife pushing it in. Blame it on the alcohol. That is number 2. Number 1, pictures. Okay, I saw this one girl, guys. She thought she looked so good. She was taking all these selfies of herself. She kept back and smiling and back. I said, uh-oh, she's about to go into the river. And I was going to say something, but what's the fun in that? She went from a selfie to a selfish. Come on, guys, how many of y'all know? Really? All right, I got to talking about people falling in the river, and I missed something. After we get out from underneath this footbridge, if you look behind me, up here on Alamo Street, there's going to be a big gorgeous red sculpture there. It's called the Arch of Friendship. The artist's name is Sebastian. Now, from every angle that you look at it, you're going to see a different view of it. And that is what the artist wanted you to get out of it. From every angle in life, there's always another point of view. And he's talking about the relationship between the United States and Mexico. Having different points of view, but maintaining it intertwined. That's why it's all intertwined at the top. Friendship. So now you know. Now, pretty much 2 things that put San Antonio on the map. Of course, the Alamo. The other thing was the World's Fair of 1968. Now, when the city was awarded the World's Fair, they needed
rất là lâu năm
so
rồi.
they had to build this hotel to the left really fast called the Hilton Palacio del Rio. Get this, guys, they built it in only 202
Ở đây có mấy
days.
trạm để mua vé xuống
Now, if you
thuyền.
know anything about architecture, you would know that's extremely fast. Now, the question is, how did they do it so quick? Well, let me tell you, I'll tell you. If you look up there, you notice it looks like big building blocks. Each one of those rooms or building blocks, if you would, was built off-site about 6 miles from here, complete with the beds, the nightstands, the dressers, the lamps. I mean, toilet paper in the bathroom, everything. Then each room was brought down here, hoisted up with a crane, and then stacked and plugged in one on top of each other, actually giving it the nickname, the Lego Hotel.
I was thinking.
Did I mention Legoland? Yes. For the Legoland. We're going to round the corner. We're going to go through my favorite part of the Riverwalk. It's called the Arneson River Theater. Opened up in 1941. It's an open air venue where up to 800 people will sit on the grass seats on the left. And then on the right side will be the stage. You might even recognize the stage if you saw the movie Miss Congeniality starring Sandra Bullock. Now those 5 bells that you see behind the stage were the first 5 Taco Bells we had here in San Antonio. I'm joking, they represent the first 5 missions we had here in San Antonio, or the 5 missions we had. Not the first 5, but the 5. Over here to the right, that is the Briscoe Western Art Museum. Was named in honor of former Texas Governor Dolph Briscoe. Some of the highlights are Pancho Villa's last on saddle and a ceremonial sword, an interactive diorama of the Alamo. I like this really cool sculpture over here to the right of this cowboy herding this cattle.
Oh.
Way back in the day, in 1930, this was the San Antonio Public Library, and then in 1968, it became the Hertzberg Circus Museum.
Người hướng dẫn trên thuyền đi ngang đoàn nào thì người
Now,
ta
all
giới
the
thiệu
river
về lịch
walks, there
sử
are
của
4 bridges
nó.
like this. Now, these bridges are unique because they are not
Ăn toàn
welded
đây
together, no
được
welding.
dơ quá.
They're made from nuts, bolts, screws, reinforcements. And I know this bridge looks really, really low, but as long as you don't stand up, guys, you're not going to hit your head on the bridge. I've been driving these boats for many, many years. Never once have I ever hit anybody's head on the bridge.
Walk it on, walk it on.
Look over here on the right, there's a little island that we call Marriage Island. Now the reason why they call it that, look at this guys, the roots of the trees make up a perfect heart. This is the bottom of the heart right here. It goes around to the other side of the tree, that's the top part, and comes back around here. There was a wedding actually this
Thầy
morning there.
cây lâu năm rễ.
It's supposed to be very lucky to get married
Ở
on
đây
a
có
heart.
vịt nè.
He said what my brother says, but he's already been married 3 times, so guys, so y'all don't take his word for it, all right? Hey Jason, I brought you 31.
Thời tiết buổi
Over
sáng
here on the right, that is
Ánh
the
nắng
Weston
rồi.
Hotel. Not really historic or anything,
cũng
but
dòng
that is where
sông
the
và
visiting
có
team
những
would
cây cổ
often
thụ.
stay when they
Thật là
would
đẹp.
play against the 5-time NBA champion San
Mà đông
Antonio
đêm
Spurs.
lá rụng hết.
We were
Chỉ
stuck
còn
on
những
number
cái
5 for a long time though.
cành cây thôi.
And then the big building on the left, I would say that building is probably the most talked about building on the Riverwalk. It's called the Tower Life Building. Now,
Cành ở phía trước
when they
đẹp.
built it in 1929 was the Smith and Young building. Now, if you look at the very top, you will see gargoyles hanging out over the side.
Người hướng dẫn đang giới
Did
thiệu
y'all
về
see
cái
the
building này.
movie Ghostbusters? You did? Yeah, that ain't the building. It looks a little bit like it was here. That's in Manhattan. That's the new. All right, let me show y'all something else really creepy about this building. Look right above the tree line. In groups 2, you're gonna see scary little ugly faces called grotesque. Do y'all see those 2 ugly faces? No, not you guys down there above y'all. Those faces, not y'all's faces. They're called grotesque. Look really close. You might notice this. When the man is happy, the woman is not. And then look at the next set. When the woman is happy, the man is not. When do they both get happy at the same time?
When there's
Look on the side of the building.
they're not next to each other.
That's right, when they're socially distanced. Hey, what was y'all thinking?
You never take me shopping.
Straight in front of us, guys, please do not get you a room there for the night. You will not like your stay, I promise. Don't get your room because that is the Bear
Nhìn
County
cảnh phía
Courthouse.
trước mình tưởng tượng mình đang đi ở dòng sông ở
Bear
bên
County Courthouse was built way
châu
back
Âu.
in 1897, made of red sandstone and Texas granite. All right, guys, this isn't on the tour, but I want to show y'all something. Turn around, look at the building with the gargoyles one more time.
Bây giờ
Now, if you
thuyền
look
này
at the
ngang
very
đây
top,
sẽ
it looks like what, like a haunted house
quay
or
vòng
Adam's family
trở
house.
lại.
But see if you can see this. This is just my perspective, okay? The building itself looks like a Titanic ship. Look at this. This will be the front, like I'm king of the world, and then the top part is the back of the ship, like it's coming in. Yay, yay? If you have a couple margaritas, you can see it real good. If you can't see it, that's the problem. This archway in front of us starts what we call the flood channel here. Now it is deep. It's about 15 feet deep through here. In case of heavy rains, this floodgate will rise up and close to seal this portion of the river walk off. Now down the river to the left, that is another floodgate. Now that's a dam, so I'm not gonna go that way until my last day of work.
Rhyming speed.
Còn này là hình như là vì còn bụi của cái con sông nên phải đi
Yeah, he's
vòng
gonna
lại.
get clipped for speeding. In front of us, just like in Paris, there's a bunch of locks on fences. Those are called love locks. Now, what two people do that love each other, they bring them a lock. They lock the lock, they kiss the key, they throw it in the river to show love for each other. Now, guys, here's the problem with that. If it don't work out, somebody needs to come down here, cut that lock off the fence so they will forever be linked together. My advice, forget the kissing of the key part, guys. You bring yourself a combination lock. You gotta think ahead in life. And actually, think ahead they did not. Look where they put the love locks. Look at the name of the street over here. Dolorosa. If you do not know, in Spanish, that actually means
Heartbreak Hotel.
the love locks they put right on Paper Street. Either they didn't think, or they did. That boat in front of us, guys, he's through his sword. He ain't talking about nothing, I assure you. Over here on the left, y'all see these holes coming out of the wall? That is actually just part of the flood system. So when there's heavy rains at street level, the flood waters will come out here in the river. Now there is another flood, well actually this other hole that's coming up, it's a little bit higher up here. That one connects to the apartment complex above it. So what happens is, When people flush the toilet, everything comes shooting out into the river right here. I want y'all to see it, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait right here.
Get the camera ready.
Flush it, you can do it. Flush it. You can do it, flush it. I'm joking, guys. Sewage does not come out into the river. I'm joking, guys. I joke around a lot on my tour, but listen while you're out here. You can hear tours that sound a little bit like this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up over here on the right after this bridge, there's going to be the old Alamo National Bank building, which was built in 1929. Now it is the Drury Plaza Hotel. Inside they kept the original bank vault. Isn't that exciting and fascinating? And you will bore people to death doing it that way. So I do not do it that way. Say thank you. There you go. Up the steps to the left, that is the old San Fernando Cathedral. It's the oldest church in the entire state of Texas. Built way back in 1731, or established way back in 1731. Built a little bit after that.
But he wasn't married yet.
Where the ashes of the defenders of the Alamo are still at to this day. Guys, if you get a chance tonight, there's a free show on the side of the church called Saga. It's about the discovery, settlement, development of San Antonio. It's a projection show on the side of the church. If you take a lot of pictures, it is beautiful. It is an amazing thing. It's at 7:30, 8, and 8:30, and it's replayed 3 different times. This tree in front of us is the tallest cypress tree on the Riverwalk. It's over 90 feet tall. It's over 300 years old. And 25 feet around.
Nhìn giới thiệu cái cây này là 300 tuổi rồi nha. Wow. Cây lâu năm.
About the floodgate that will rise up and close in the case. Now this one comes down in the case of a flood like a guillotine, guys. See how it looks like a
Cái
guillotine?
rễ nó đi xuống ở bên dưới.
It comes down fast too. Now, every morning at 11 a.m. they drop it and they test it to make sure that it's working just right. Every morning, 11 a.m. Wow. Yeah, all of the people in the front made it.
Happy New Year!
First time coming to my city. It's gorgeous.
Người dân ở San Antonio rất là thân thiện.
I've been living here almost 60 years. That's why I run.
Đi vào ở trong này buổi sáng để chạy tập thể dục.
Over on the right, that is the Canopy Hotel. Now, that makes sense, guys, because look at this. The Canopy Hotel was built right over a historic building. They built it without using cranes or ladders or anything like that. Now, the Esquire Tavern itself opened for business in 1933, 1 minute after Prohibition had ended. Go figure this, when it opened up, some way, somehow, it was already fully stocked with alcohol. Hey, where did that come from? You couldn't buy, sell, or make it, but yet fully stocked. Miracle. Now in the 1920s, they
Ở
were
đây
building
có
really
thêm một
fancy
trạm vắng vẻ để đi tàu nữa.
One of those is coming up right
Là
over
có
here
được
on
2
the right,
trạm vắng vẻ
called
tàu.
the Aztec Theater. Opened up in 1926. It was a silent movie theater when it opened up. Hey, look on the third level up there. You will see the original Aztec overlooking this river here.
La bebida grande.
Ở bên trong là trạm vắng vẻ. Hồi nãy chúng ta mua là cái trạm vẽ đầu tiên.
Now, if you saw the movie Salinas starring Jennifer Lopez, you might recognize this bridge. There was a scene where J-Lo was right there at the top. That's not her.
Bây giờ gần tới trưa nên
Now,
có
in
nhiều
real life,
khách
J-Lo
lịch
was proposed
hơn
to
rồi.
right here on this. Not
Nhiều người đi
J-Lo,
cô.
Selena was proposed to on this bridge. hey, J-Lo was proposed to a lot of places, but never on this bridge. She's already recycled and married, but the one she started with, we'll see how that goes. Over here on the left is the La Mansion Hotel. Opened up in
Bên trái này là một
1968,
cái
time of the World's Fair.
khách sạn.
But if you were looking at that site in 1853, you'd be looking at little boys studying for school on the balconies of St. Mary's School. Now they outgrew the site, they moved away, that building sat vacant until one of the little boys came back, bought it, and turned it into the luxury hotel you see now. Alright, I got a little more bonus material I want to show you guys. Once again, this isn't on the tour, but I want y'all to see something. I have an optical illusion to show you. Right after we get out from underneath this bridge, if you look on the left side of the river to the 20th floor, take your cameras out, it happens quick. There's an optical illusion. It's going to look like a little skinny, narrow wall. Everybody in the front, you should be able to see it right about now. Look up, look up, look up.
Ở gần đây thì cây có nhiều lá vàng.
So it's a triangular shaped building where you're only seeing one of the walls. What throws the illusion. Now, from 1930 up until recently, that was known as the Knicks Hospital. It was the first fully air-conditioned hospital in the nation. It was the birthplace of notable people like Oliver North, as well as Carol Burnett. But there's less and less of us that know who Carol Burnett is every year, guys. Right? In front of us, the Hyatt Regency, completed in 1981. Now this hotel's got a unique story. Originally they wanted it to be way taller than that, but what happened was they did a shadow test and realized if that building were to be taller, it was going to cast a shadow on the Alamo. And we ain't having none of that around here. That is actually the reason why San Antonio does not have a big skyline, a lot of big skyscrapers. Out of due respect for the Alamo, you can't cast a shadow. In case you guys are wondering where is the Alamo from here, if you went through the
Ở đây có nhiều cây lá vàng dọc một khu. Cái là vịt bơi.
Now the building on the right that looks like it's got a big birthday cake at the top is the casino club building. Yes, you heard me right, I said casino. But if you thought you were going to go over there and play some blackjack and some slot machines, oh no you're not. You are in Texas where gambling is illegal. That's right, in Texas you get church bingo when you like it. We ain't having that around here. Now eventually that building became residential space. One of the earlier residents was Alex Haley. Alex Haley wrote an important book called, anybody? Roots. Right. Nana knows. Alright, I don't talk a whole lot about restaurants out of showing favoritism, but I do want to point one out. Over here on the left is one of those restaurants where the wait staff will talk to you as rudely to you as they would like.
Tại nhà hàng Steakhouse.
It's actually a lot of fun. Actually, my waitress for my house this morning needs to get her a job there. She would be really
Gần
good
đây là
at
nhà
it.
hàng có nhiều màu.
Now, for you partiers on board on the left, they got a 60-ounce
làm cho phong cảnh thêm
with
nhiều
13
phong phú
shots
và
of
đẹp.
tequila. I had one right before work yesterday.
Rosie was good. You can be my name like that.
Now, I told you about the flood system earlier. Now, I'm going to tell you the architect of it and the father of the Riverwalk. His name is Robert Hugman. He put his office right here at the bottom of the Clifford building over here on the right in 1941. Now, the reason why he did so, he wanted to show his Riverwalk design would be safe from flooding, and he wanted to encourage other businesses to come down here, which they actually did. The first one is over here on the right, called Cathedral. Cathedral opened up in 1946. They were the first to offer riverside dining. Let's be nosy, guys. Look at the people drinking. Look at that. Watch your chew, everybody. Well, there's that. Nobody got no food. Now, if you were to continue going straight, you'd be with the natural flow of the San Antonio River. But instead, we're going back into the man-made portion, which they made this park in the 1960s to connect this natural river, which we're leaving behind now, to the festivities that would be going on in 68 called Hemisphere. So guys, I told y'all 30 minutes, I lied, it's going to be about 40. Is that all right? Okay. All right. Are there fish in the river? Yes, there's fish. We got catfish, we got perch, there's tilapia, there's bass, there's sunfish, there's cell phone fish. Hey, a lot of them cell phone fish, guys. Let me tell you a true story. Lady drops her phone off the front of the boat. She gets mad at me like it's my fault. During my tour, she comes back here and goes, I need my phone to work, it's waterproof. You're gonna have to stop and get my phone. And she points right in my face. The only time I've ever been written up in all the years of work there. All I told her was, I said, ma'am, you want me to hold you by your feet while you go look for it? Listen, guys.
Straight to the Alamo. If you look up on our right side,
So after I told her I'd hold her by feet, she goes, I'm going to report you. What's your name and where's your manager? And I should have thought, but I didn't. I said, my name is Steven. I said, I assume your name is Karen. And then I got 3 days off work. Hey, but the joke's on her, I still got my job. She still ain't got her cell phone, so I'm the winner there, right guys? We're almost done here, guys. In front of us, that is the Marriott River Center. It opened up in 1988. It's got over 1,000 rooms. In itself, it's not historic, but what once was there in 1906. The Fairmont was a 3-story, 3 million pound hotel. Now, Marriott really wanted that spot. So they agreed to have the old hotel lifted up. They put it on 36 different dollies and they moved it away with gravel trucks. Still a hotel about 4 blocks from here. And then high to the sky to the right, that is the crown jewel of the 1968 World's Fair, called the Tower of America. What you're looking at the very top is a restaurant and an observation deck that will revolve around one time every hour.
The restaurant
Alright, one more thing I want to talk about. This is a brand new sculpture that was unveiled on the Riverwalk about 6 months ago. She's called Stargazer. Now, Stargazer looks through a little marble star. It's got a hole in it. She will isolate one star and wonders who else in the world may be looking at that star as she is right now. Now,
giờ chúng ta đã quay lại
volcanic ash collected from
tường và trở về lại trạm mua
Now,
vé.
guys, you know how they don't build anything quite as good as they used to? This sculpture, even though it's brand new, this sculpture is having foundation problems. Look here in the back. You can see how it's having foundation problems. Y'all see how this one got a really
Huyền đã
big
tới
crack
rồi,
already?
gặp đến nơi
I
mà
mean,
hồi nãy chúng ta đã xuất phát.
keep looking, sir. Keep looking. You'll see it. And just like that, guys, we're back to where y'all started. I hope you learned
Nếu ai
something
có
new, laughed a
cơ
little bit,
hội
or
đến
nothing else.
Texas
Just as
San
enjoy the
Antonio
night.
thì hãy
Need to
đến.
go ride on the river walk.
Đây
About
là
30 minutes it took to bring
dòng
you
sông.
back. I get to talking
Đây,
sometimes.
thành phố này để
Please
mà
look around, make sure you got
thưởng
everything
thức
brought
được
with you.
cảnh đẹp ở San Antonio
Now,
và
if you do
Cathedral.
forget
Tất cả
something,
các cô chú anh chị
don't
và
worry.
các
Our
bạn
team will get it back to you.
ra vào ở bên trong
Just go to www.ebay.com. That's where you will find your stuff.
những ai cũng đi du lịch và khám phá thì hãy đến những nơi này.
Hello, it's me. It's allowed. It's accepted. It is definitely much appreciated. Let's do this. We'll do a survey, guys. If you had a good time, I want you to exit in an orderly fashion to the right. If you did not have a good time, please don't worry about the tick box. Just exit to the left. Any way you want. Look at this. For your convenience, recently I got Venmo, I got Cash App, I got food stamps, Bitcoin. All right, let's go inside. Let's get moving.
The one in the center of all of them has been hit by every single protester. Oh yes. Oh no, I myself repeatedly. I had to tell people, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't know this was a thrill ride. Yeah. Then someone knocked it into the river, it's been replaced and hit again, and again, and again. And again, it wasn't my job.
Vậy hả? Ủa Hoài quá. Bình thường.
Chụp 35 trắng mà mình đi tới nó phải lại cái River Center. Hình nữa hả?
And then what else is here? Gunther Hotels. We're stopping at.
Third level up there, crossing over the river.
Đất.
Now, ladies, if you would like to go shopping without the men so you can shop in peace, there's a daycare for the men. Right over here on the right is called Hooters. Yeah, who's laughing now? Hey, fellas, though, it ain't like it used to be over there.
Baby one.
Nowadays, it's just whoever got some more resources. On the left, I would say that building is probably the most talked about building on the Riverwalk. It's called the Tower Life Building. Now, well, they built it in 1929, was the Smith and Young Building. Now, if you look at the very top, you will see gargoyles taken out over the side. Did y'all see the movie Ghostbusters?
Xin cảm ơn tất cả các cô chú anh chị và các bạn đã xem video của mình hôm nay nha. Xin hẹn tất cả các cô chú anh chị và các bạn ở video tiếp theo. Tất cả các cô chú anh chị còn các bạn có yêu thích video của mình thì nhớ đăng ký, like và share cho mình ở bên dưới là link channel Cuộc Sống Mỹ nha. Tất cả các cô chú anh chị và các bạn, nếu video có gì sai sót thì cô chú anh chị hãy bình luận ở phía bên dưới thì sẽ làm những video tiếp theo tốt hơn. Mình xin cảm ơn rất nhiều. Hẹn gặp lại tất cả các cô chú anh chị và các bạn. Bye bye.